Okay. Hi. Hello. How are you? I can't explain how difficult it is for me to deal with technical difficulties, anything related to tech. So this is monumental for me. Okay. I just sat here for about an hour figuring out how to hook up this fucking camera I bought. I bought a $500 camera to force me into doing this. Okay. Because I can't just rely on TikTok. I love TikTok. But what if TikTok goes away? And I'm very excited about this program that I just downloaded because I can literally make presentations to talk shit. And not to spoil it, I do want to talk about Travis Kelce's GQ photo shoot. And I just want to show you because it's very exciting to me that I can pull things up in real time to talk shit about them. So we'll get to that. For anybody that caught my live, when did I go live? I think it was like Friday night or something like that. I was here. Look at my trash can in the background. Beautiful. It's a Wheeler trash can. I came in to paint that thing, the bunny, and I found out it was a labor of love torture. I didn't like any part of it, but I found out that I'm going to have to do another one. This lady bought one previously. I didn't think that I would have to treat it and paint it, but it turns out that I do. So I was so happy to finally be done with this. It's the bane of my existence. And now I'll be back to paint more. But when I was on the live, I told you that my friend Allie was going to come in this week and we were supposed to do a little podcast. I don't know if this is going to turn into a podcast. I have to figure out how all of that works. But the idea was that I was going to force myself into doing it because I was going to have plans with Allie to do it. And of course, when you are in your late 30s to early 40s, maybe your late 20s too, you know that 99% of the plans you make are going to fall through. The person is going to cancel. Usually I love it. Usually I love when the person cancels. Anytime that I get stressed out about plans, I always tell myself, well, there's a 99% chance this person's going to flake. And it almost always happens. So Allie flaked. She has 3 children though. So I'm like always assuming that somebody with 3 children is not going to be able to make it. Plus she was in LA. She has a very cool job. I don't think she'll be able to talk about her job, but maybe I'll invite Allie back. I don't know if I need a guest anymore because now I can just do this. This is my guest. I hate his guts. So we'll see. This past weekend, like she flaked, but it was kind of good because my foot was really fucked up. Like I twisted my ankle last weekend and it was extremely embarrassing for me. Because I was dressed in regular clothes and I just twisted my ankle and fell down outside. And the people who live next to this place, they're very grumpy people. I don't know what their problem is. They seem to have a problem with all of us. I don't get it. But I kept envisioning them looking outside the window and seeing me on the ground after I twisted my ankle. I hobbled inside. And then I had to elevate my foot all weekend. So it was actually good that Allie canceled because I'm like, well, I need to heal my foot. I think that I healed it with my own mind though, because the thought of hobbling around and having people ask me what happened, it willed me into healing myself. Okay. That's the truth. So I'm all better now. I was in a very, very manic state. And I realized that because the last time I hurt myself, I was like, oh, I was like manic or something. The last time I hurt myself, I was cutting boxes up and I cut my hand with a box cutter. You can probably see it. Can you see that? Yeah. See, it's like right there. I cut my hand with a box cutter, and no one was here. So when I came out, it was all bleeding and stuff. And then this electrician walked in. I think he was coming in to fix something. And I was like, hey, I just cut my whole hand open. And he wrapped it up and I went to urgent care. I did end up using it. I used that injury as a way to restart a conversation with this professional athlete that I had been talking to. He was very hot. Okay. And there was a lull in the conversation. He lived in a different state. And so it was just kind of petered out, but he had injured himself and I had made fun of his injury. And so then when I cut my hand open, I was like, oh, it's a perfect opportunity. So I re-engaged. I was like, oh my God, crazy karma. I can't believe I made fun of you. Now I'm hurt. And then we did start talking again. And then he ended up being very psycho. Okay. He was crazy. Maybe I'll tell this the full story when Allie's here or something like that. I don't know if she was around for that, But he ended up going full psycho on me after that. And that's the reason that he was very, very attractive and very wealthy and still single at 38 years old. You know, there's always a reason. Anywho, I also had to update my phone. I feel like my life is over. Like, why is the photo app so difficult to navigate now? It's really bad. There was also that Instagram app update. I don't like that Find My Friends thing. Like, people used to always do that when I lived in New York. And I was like, I don't understand why you want to track each other. Like, some of my friends do it here, and it seems like it's always like a way to get into a fight. Like, I don't know why you want to see where everybody is so you can be mad. Usually it's just like they're mad at their husbands for like being at McDonald's or something, but every once in a while they fight with each other about it. And it's like, none of us should be tracking each other. Why does Instagram, just like the iPhone, it's like you're only doing updates no one asked for? Like, I don't fucking get it. We didn't need you to fuck up the photo app. Anyways, is that everything? Let's get into the celebrity news. Obviously, we need to talk about this. What is this whole entire rollout? Like, first of all, his fucking chest hair. Men really have a problem with their own chest hair, which I've like never really understood. Like, I usually like don't mind it. Like, this is revolting to me. I don't understand this. This was the select. I guess it was styled by La Roche, who has a terrible attitude. I don't like, yeah, you dress Zendaya good, but your attitude is fucking stank. And why did you do this to us? Why is he wearing that reflective outfit in the water? This does look like Taylor Swift's boyfriend to me, though. Like, if you were like, picture somebody who Taylor Swift would date, it would be someone like this. I've talked about it before. Like, for whatever reason, this reminds me of Harry Styles a little bit. I live in fear that he's gonna like release an album. He's almost as bad as Taylor Swift. Who decided that Travis Kelce, is it Kelce or Kelce? I want to know because I want to pronounce it wrong. I think I used to say Kelce, so I'm assuming that that's wrong because people used to always yell at me, and then they did leave us alone for 5 minutes, and my mind, blacked them out. And so now I feel like I'm pronouncing it right when I say Kelce, but I hate him. So I want to pronounce it wrong. I can't stand anybody in his family. But yeah, I don't know who just decided that he's America's sweetheart. Like, I feel like these people in this relationship was like bore out of a board meeting. Like, a bunch of like corporate executives got together and they were like, we are going to torture the public with these two for the foreseeable future. I just like, do we have Lana Del Rey to blame for this? That's what I'm wondering, because why this photo shoot? What's the meaning behind this here? And La Roche is proud of this? Okay. This was the picture that I was so confused about, because that is Lana Del Rey's husband, right? Now that Lana Del Rey married that swamp man, like every dirty man I see that's kind of hot, I'm like, is he my swamp man? Because I do respect it. It's like, look at this. This is really like the dichotomy here between like the sassy man apocalypse and the men that still like to work. So like, I understand why Lana Del Rey is now living in the swamp. I think that that's him. It looks a lot like him. Anyways, there's probably more pictures, but why is it all behind a paywall? Somebody a while back had posted some website where you can like read everything without giving your email or paying for it or whatever. And of course I'm like, I'm going to save this. And then I never thought about it again, but I should look into that because I'm not trying to pay to see all these hideous pictures. I did find all of those for you though. So you're welcome. What else should we talk about? Jimmy Kimmel being an Italian citizen. Like, for some reason, I really love making fun of Jimmy Kimmel. Like, he really irks me. I think it's because he cries a lot, and that's very offensive to me. When I do my little bit of research before I'm making fun of these people, although some of it comes very naturally. Making fun of Jimmy Kimmel comes very naturally to me, but I do like to get my facts straight. The fact that that man was the host for that Fire Aid thing, and he's wasting his time talking about how he has to run away to Italy and not like talking about what happened with that money or like addressing it in any way. It's like, I don't understand how you are the morality police, but then you have the opportunity to like actually maybe get these people some money or get these people some answers. And it's like, no, wow, I'm going to Italy. Okay. I wish you would just go. All of these, it really like the you fighting for this country or like fighting for like what's, whatever it is that you want, it sort of falls on deaf ears when you're like so quick to leave. Like, you're like, all right, I'm going to bounce. It's like, these people are in a burning building, but I got to get home. Like, well, whatever. I want to know, like, what about your life has changed so much, Jimmy? I really am dying to know. Sarah Silverman, these people are all so terrible. I miss the 90s so much. Not them. They were around in the 90s, but like the really attractive people who didn't constantly talk about how difficult their life was and like cry and stuff. That's why I like Machine Gun Kelly. Like, he's the people who are on the hot crazy list are A1, because that's like what celebrities should be. It's like, come around when you're selling something, do the whole circuit, go on all the shows, whatever, and be embarrassing so that we can laugh at you. And also be well groomed. And I do respect that about him. Although somebody said he's trying to look like Troy Sylvain, you know that kid? And I can see it. Okay, it's those turtlenecks. He could be an alien, but he doesn't see it. He's missing the intelligence part, I'm not sold on it. The View is supposedly getting canceled, according to Rosie O'Donnell, speaking about people who leave the country but won't shut the fuck up. It's like, I like the idea of you leaving and then never hearing from you. Like, sort of like Ellen. I like that Ellen packed Portia up and they got out of Dodge and we don't really hear from them anymore. That was a great cancellation, by the way, when everybody was like, oh, Ellen's actually fucking evil. And then she just got completely taken down. It was amazing. Imagine your like whole thing is like, I'm so nicey nice. Sure. It's so kind of weird. There was like a Vanity Fair article about, remember all of those paparazzi shots we saw of like Kate Hudson and Dakota Fanning and like Tom Brady was with them? It was like all those celebrities on that yacht. Apparently it was some promotion for some Ritz Carlton yacht that like rich people can rent. It's like, oh, if you're not rich enough to have a yacht, but you're like rich enough to like rent this yacht, like look at all these celebrities. There was 100 A-listers. Like, I don't even think 100 A-listers exist anymore. Who is A-list at this point? Is Kate Hudson A-list? I don't know about that. There's maybe like 5 A-listers left. We're scraping the barrel, but it's always the same people too. It was like all those people that were on that yacht. You know who was there that's like she's always around, is that Nina Dobrev. She's the one that's engaged to the Olympian, right? She looks a lot like a lot of other people, though. So sometimes when I say her name, I get a little tripped up. Anywho, the only press that was allowed or invited on this trip that was funded by some billionaire that had invested in the Ritz Carlton company, this specific like yacht venture, the only press that was allowed there was Vanity Fair. And so like I perused the article. Oh, no, it was behind a paywall. I had to listen to the article. It's like, okay. I mean, it was, fluff piece. There was nothing interesting except for that they were talking about how Tom Brady is on and off dating that Brooks Nader girl that I'm so confused by. I'm so confused by her. Because, like, who the fuck is this girl? I did look it up because I was like, I don't, like, what? Where did she come from? She's like a Sports Illustrated model, which that means nothing to me because they were the ones that discovered Chrissy Teigen. And so, they're always on my shit list because of that. Anywho, I guess that's where Brooks Nader is from. She was, like, discovered. Okay. She's got big boobs, that's kind of her claim to fame, and she's always wearing sheer tops. So she is offering nudity, I guess, but just like Tom Brady, like you're kind of scraping the barrel there with that one. That's just like, she is like, she's a Wish version Sydney Sweeney. You know, maybe she'll get a Levi's ad next. Who knows? What else? Jeremy Allen White. I saw like new paparazzi pictures of him pop up, and it's like, who decide another boardroom meeting? They were like, we're going to try to convince everybody that this guy is good looking. And he has more paparazzi photo shoots than like anybody I've ever seen. He was always going to the farmer's market and like getting big bushels of flowers. And then he was like with that Rosalia girl for a while. And it was similar to me, that relationship to the Kendall Jenner and Bad Bunny relationship. Cause it's like, can you even communicate? I doubt that Jeremy Allen White or Kendall Jenner are bilingual. I really doubt that. But anyways, he's a big question mark to me. And I hate when they do this, when they find some ugly guy and then they're like, he's hot. Like, who's that one that dated Sabrina Carpenter? Hold on, Sabrina Carpenter. Hey, what was his name? Boyfriend. What was his name? Barry Keoghan. Let me pull up a pic of Barry because I can. Barry, do you think that relationship was real? I don't, but I am always happy to see two short people find each other. But for a while there, everybody was pretending like this guy was hot. And it's like, listen, this guy is not hot. Okay. Let me see. I got scared for a second there. It's going to take some getting used to, doing these things. Image file. There we go. Let me show that. I mean, I worry about people because there are some people that look at this man and they think he is hot because like the media or whoever told them that he was hot. It's like, please, you guys. It reminds me of the butter yellow trend. Anybody that has participated in the butter yellow trend, if they've convinced you that butter yellow looks good on anyone, you probably think that Barry Keoghan is good looking and you probably think that this is boyfriend goals. I don't know. I am worried about society, I really am. Anywho, let me look at my notes. But it's similar with Pedro Pascal. I have him written down. Another one that it's like this, he is the way that he behaves is objectively unattractive. Like, I understand that like maybe visually you find him attractive before he opens his mouth or you see him pretending to have anxiety. It's like, that's the most unattractive thing on earth to me. Men shouldn't be participating in this. I don't like the idea that men take pictures. Okay. I really don't. But just like, I don't think that men should be participating in that type of thing. Like men that have anxiety. What are you anxious about? It's like men who wear purses. Like, what's in that purse? I don't know. You're overcomplicating everything. Like, you guys are actually the lucky ones that like don't really have to think that much and that you don't have to like carry around a bunch of shit in a bag. I never, ever, ever. The summertime's difficult for me because sometimes I do have to carry around a bag. Like, I do well in the fall and the winter, which lasts forever, because I can wear coats and all of my stuff goes in a coat. Because what you need chapstick, you need a phone, and you need keys. That's all you need. These men that are walking around, like, with the purses, I don't get it. I'm sure this one does have a purse. Taylor probably lets him borrow hers. Anyways, I don't like Sophia Richie speaking of like different stupid trends. Like, she was probably responsible for butter yellow. I mean, let's be real. She's a butter yellow girl. When they gave her that bob, I was like, this is so irritating because it's going to be like a top news story. And it was like the bob trend. It's like everybody has bobs all the time. This isn't like some sort of like new trend because Sophia Richie called her hairstylist and like flew him to fucking France. And then she's like hawking shit on Amazon. Like, you don't have enough money. You need to sell shit on Amazon. Like, I swear to God, I think she sells stuff on like TikTok Shop. Like, this is crazy. And also, like, she has had so much cosmetic surgery. It's insane. Like, she's like nice enough, whatever. But I just think that like the obsession with her and the fangirling over her, it's like, okay. She's also responsible for the quiet luxury shit, which is just like, it made dressing so fucking boring. Like, no one has cool clothes anymore. And I blame her. Two other things, TikTok related. The people that are now buying the salmon and like ripping the salmon up in their phones and like pulling on the salmon, you know who was doing it is La Roche. And I was like, please God, don't let this become like some weird trend. And sure enough, I saw Danielle doing it. That girl, Danielle, the caviar girl. Like, I was just like, I can't, even the thought of it, it's like, why do I want to watch you rip up dehydrated fish? It's not necessary. And then that girl, Kendra, people have asked me to like comment on this. The thing about Kendra is I can't watch a 20-part series on like anything unless it's like something like conspiratorial. That's the only thing that really holds my attention. And the thought of having to catch up on 20 parts of that Kendra girl's story, like, I just can't. But we are in for it with AI. Like, the fact that there are so many people that are like weirdly dependent on Chat GPT is like bizarre to me, because they're just like gleaning off the internet. It's not like AI is that. I just don't find AI to be that smart. Like, I think if you're like, put together a grocery list for me, I only want to spend $50 and I want to feed 3 people, like, whatever. Like, I think that that's really useful. I don't know. The fact that people can't write their own emails anymore for specific things, like, I get it. Like, I had to write a breakup email to a therapist. Like, controversial, but I don't really fucking believe in therapy. I really don't. Like, I've tried and I'm just like, I'm all set. Like, I feel like I'm just like making up problems to talk to you about at this point. And the woman was such a bitch. So I did use Chat GPT for like that type of email, but it's like, people don't want to exercise their brains anymore, which is a problem. But now, instead of being social, and I think that talking to real people is like, will cure basically anything, especially like depression, anxiety, like all of that type of stuff, bad moods, like whatever. It's like, just get out and like listen, the general public can be problematic, but like in general, I think being around people you like, or just like being forced into like having like everyday conversations, or like just shooting the shit with people, that's really good for you. What's going to happen now is that people are going to like use AI for socialization. And that is like so fucking crazy to me. Like, even saying like please and thank you to a chat bot. Get the fuck, it's a robot. Like, the fuck, you're probably rude to people in real life, but you're going to be nice to a robot. Anyways, I actually find she's definitely in some sort of psychosis, if you ask me. And I think that the talking to the chat bots is like actually like even scarier than her being in love with a psychiatrist or something. I'm sure there's a lot of freaks that are in love with their psychiatrists and therapists and all of that shit. Here's the thing I think that those people are also fucking crazy. So it's like, why am I talking to another crazy person about being crazy? Like, maybe I can just fix myself, which I did somehow. I stopped caring about everything. I don't know. That was my cure. But I was so happy to break up with that girl. So I do thank Chat GPT for that. What else? I do think that in terms of AI, like Sam Altman and Peter Thiel are very scary people. They are very, very scary. Like, I don't know what they got in store for us, but it ain't good. Okay. I do sense that the AI thing is very scary to me. What else? Oh, you know what I wanted to talk about? I had this on my list for Allie because I wanted to ask her about this. Like, I've been trying to like redo my bedroom for basically ever since I like bought the place, which was like a couple years ago. I've been like slowly redoing stuff. I'm getting my bathroom redone, and then I need to like do my bedroom. Why is the only choice a duvet cover? I don't understand. Like, I don't want a duvet cover. Like, I don't like the idea of lining that's going to like slide around in this expensive sack I just bought. Like, why is this sack that is like, it's just sheets sewn together into a square? Why is it like $200? And then I have to buy this insert that is going to cause me so many problems. It weirds me out that's what hotels weird me out. Every time I'm at a hotel, I'm like so weirded out by duvets. Although I guess it's good because it's like they're going to wash both parts allegedly. But yeah, I'm very upset about duvets. It's been a problem for me for about 2 years because every time I look, the other thing that I struggle with too is shower curtains. Like, why are there no cute shower curtains? And like, why can't I just find a cotton shower curtain that's like cool? So yeah, those are my big problems in life right now. And also smoking cigs. I love smoking cigs. I wish that I could smoke cigs. If I was not so vain, I would be smoking cigs. Usually cig smoking season though is from October to sometimes January, depending on how bad things are. But I usually try to quit like after Christmas. So it is coming up. But I do think that like if we smoked cigs, people would be like more chill. Like if we went back to smoking cigs. Because like if you're gonna vape, you might as well smoke a cig. Like I actually think vaping's way worse for you because it inflames your brain. And that's really like, we don't need that. And also like you're gonna get cancer from something. You know, it's like you might as well smoke and have some fun. And now I am thinking like, damn, I really wish I had a cigarette, but I'm not going to smoke a cigarette. I'm going to try to wait until October. I'm just saying, I think that it would ease some tensions in society. One of the problems is we don't have a third place to go anymore. And I've talked about this on TikTok before. It's like you have work, you have home, and that's it. There used to be the mall. There used to be the movies. God forbid they ever fucking make a good movie. Although I did want to see Freaky Friday to support Lindsay Lohan, but I hate Jamie Lee Curtis. But there's no third place to go. At least if you smoked a cig, like you can go and smoke a cig. That's a third place to me. Anyways, the other things I did want to talk about, which I'll talk about next time, tattoo guys. I have a lot to say about tattoo guys. I feel I've done enough research now that I'm pretty solid in my opinions on tattoo guys. I did want to, I don't know where my water went. I didn't want to sip of water, but whatever. We can talk about that next time too. I just want to talk about the clanking ass water bottles. You know that I fucking hate them. Anyways, what's today? Today's Wednesday. I'm also considering doing lives. I've had a few good TikTok lives. That trash barrel in the background driving me nuts. I've had a few good TikTok lives. Unfortunately, some psychopaths sometimes find their way into the TikTok lives, and so I don't dabble as much as I would like to. So I am considering like maybe we do live shows, maybe on like Saturdays or something like that. But what I'll do, I guess, is let everyone on TikTok know that this is here, and then maybe you guys can like reply to stuff. I don't know. I'm new to this, and I'm really, really bad with technology. But do tell me what you want me to talk about, because I could talk about fucking anything. And like I said, I love that. I'm gonna end it with this, but I do love that I have presentations. I wanted to say about Travis Kelce that my favorite thing that he ever did was wear this suit to the Super Bowl, and look how fucking stupid he looks. Look at what a fucking dumbass outfit that is. And you know that he was going to be so irritating in that outfit after he won, but then he lost. He walked in. Why are they always selling something? Why are you always selling something to us? Jesus Christ. Anywho, he showed up to the Super Bowl wearing this, very embarrassing, and then he fucking lost. And then he had to wear that out of the stadium. Do you remember that? It was fucking incredible. So I can, even when I really, really dislike people and I wish that I never had to lay eyes on them again, I can appreciate when they do funny shit that I can laugh at for the rest of their lives. And this is one of those things, you know? So I thank him for that. I thank you guys for watching this. If you watched the whole thing, I'm sure that they'll get better, but I just wanted to kickstart it, you know? So let me know what you want me to talk about. Bye.